I'm so glad you're able to join in today. If it's your first time here, you're so much welcome. Please do well to watch this video to the end. If you're impressed, do well to like, share, subscribe. Do well to leave a comment, to encourage us, to critique, to suggest. Most importantly, we hope you enjoy this video. Yes, today we are looking at ta-da! So for our garden egg stew, what we're going to need is some garden eggs, some palm oil, or if you like, you can just use your cooking oil, vegetable oil, any oil you want to use. We're going to use some fresh tomatoes, some tomato paste or mix, some onion, ginger, garlic, pepper, whether it's fresh or powdered, it is to your preference. Then we're going to fortify it with some turkey berries. We're going to what we call amaguri, kwewu, nsusa, and baby everything. No, the way. Then we're going to use some Prekese as well. We're going to add in some smoked fish, some Kako, Momoni or Koobi. May will be able to ezayo frying. Then you're going to have some local spices or seasoning or powder. Your preference to the spices you want to use is up to you, but then for me, I use more of the nsusa, efomwisa, and then the calabash nutmeg, and I always use my cloves in there as well. So that will be for our ingredients for our garden egg stew. So to start off our garden egg stew, what we're going to do is to cook the garden eggs a bit. I'm doing this in two styles. The first style is that you cook your garden eggs, then you go to the stew pot. So you pour in your oil to your heated pan, you add your onion. I don't like to cook it too much. Then you add in your Kako to it. I prefer to use Kako, but if you want to use Koobi, you can equally add in your Koobi, or you can add in your Momoni. Momoni is very good when your oil is not of a high grade. So if you suspect your oil is not too correct, what you want to do is to fry in the Momoni in. It improves the taste and texture and everything about the oil. It improves the oil. So we add in that. But then if you're using Koobi, you need to be careful because of the salt, and then not to get it shredded in there early. Once they go in, you want to blend your pepper, your ginger, your garlic, your local spices, your kwewu nsusa, which has already been boiled. Yes, your kwewu nsusa, the turkey berries. Then you add in your tomatoes, you blend them nicely. You keep stirring so that they don't burn. Once they are fried a bit halfway, you don't want to overly cook it because you're going to leave this on fire for a long time. Then you add your blended mix, and then your Prekese goes in. Your Prekese is going to fortify it for you, just like your kwewu nsusa is going to fortify it for you. You don't need to add so much of the kwewu nsusa, else it gives it some funny taste afterwards. Your Prekese to just one is okay for you. Then you leave it to cook so that the moisture reduces. You cover it. Then you attend to your garden eggs. Your garden eggs, when they are cooked, they become soft. So you need to drain the water from it. You put it in a cold water or warm water. You can drain it and then pour another one. Just make sure the temperature is okay for your hand so you don't burn your hands. Then you remove, I like to remove the seeds because some of the seeds can be bitter and the skin. Yes, so if you don't want your garden egg stew to be a bit bitter or this, yes, you can take it out. Yes, you can try to even blend those ones after, the residues after, for your soup or something. But then I prefer to always take the seeds out, especially for some folks who have issue with digestion. Yes, but you can equally decide to leave your seeds in. You can try to even leave it whole and put it in. You can try to just mash it a bit in your sanka before you put it in. As to the consistency you want, it's up to you. So when you're done with that, you move to your sauce and then you stir it up a bit. You add in your salt and your spices as well as your tomato mix. Then you can incorporate in your smoked fish and you let it cook for a while. So that's the stew and everything will go into the fish. They would all, coordinate the activities. They would all come together and form beautifully. Then You can check for your salt. If your salt is okay, then you're good to go. What I like to do is before it thickens too much, I like to separate it. And I separated it because I was going to do 2 styles. So you see the stew is not yet so thick. It's not overly done. The fish went in not so long ago. If you don't want to cook your garden eggs, you want it a bit crunchy, at this stage you can just put in your garden eggs in there and allow it to just simmer by itself. When it softens a bit, everything will be well cooked and is ready to be served. But then if you're going by the local style, we came to meet the local style, then when it thickens to a point, before you incorporate your garden eggs, the ones which were cooked, where remove the skin and the seeds. But I told you can try to leave the skin and seeds in. You just need to be careful because some of them may be bitter, some of them may be a bit hard. So you can just dish it out, and the beauty is it's all garden eggs too. But then if you cut it and use it wholly, what you do is there's less process, there's less cooking, and what happens is you get it more crunchier. Yes, and your garden egg is ready. You just serve it with some nice cooked egg. Just serve it with some carbohydrates. Ampesi, whether banchi, ampesi, body, ampesi be able to be or garden eggs too. Which we call the eba, and I say, can I say, and I say bagre. Which be so we'll give this recipe a try and let us know how it goes. I hope you did like what we did today, the recipe we did today. If you're so impressed, please do well to like, share, subscribe. Do well to join us in our next food episode. Till then, live life to the fullest. Be happy, be joyous. Make sure you eat healthy. Make sure you live healthy. Make sure that together you join us, make every food moment count. Lots of love for my team and I, as always. Mwah.